next reason that I brought you in, you have a passion project that you work on.
Oh yeah.
And when we started contacting each other online, I started looking into it a little bit, and I mentioned to you it looked really cool. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted you to tell me about it rather than me try to piece it together. So go ahead and let everyone know about your project and your nonprofit.
So SD project.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we've been that was actually a small local idea when I was still doing lessons and stuff, when I would be at home in Pittsburgh in the winters, and I would run into a lot of scenarios where I would have kids come in, and they would come in for maybe one lesson or one camp, and their parents would pull me aside and say, hey, we just don't have the money for this type of stuff. We don't have the right equipment. We just think we're going to have to pull them out of sports, this, that, the other. And man, I first started getting a lot of that when I was young, probably 23, 24. And I felt like I wasn't in a really good position to be able to make any significant changes for people's lives and
Sure.
like help them. I'm barely getting by myself, chasing my baseball stuff, and trying to lock in on that. Chasing something that big involves everything you have,
Sure.
So that's, it kind of always, it would like be a thought, but then I'd be like, I can't do that right now, and I think once I started getting to like 25, 26, my career started winding down, and it happened. So Beaver County, it just happened a lot. There's a lot of areas that are low income areas. So there was one instance that was a really tough scenario where this kid had a bone disease, and he had to stay active to not hurt. If you don't do anything, you get real sore. I think his mother was telling me that she had it, and he has it as well. He doesn't really know yet, and they said the cheapest route was, and this went on for like 3 months. They were asking me for help, and I'm like, just keep coming in. It's not that big a deal. You're $20,
Yeah.
And I just said, I'll figure something out, and that really like kicked me in the ass to do something. I was like, now I told these people I'll help them. So what I started to do was I just asked my family and friends and teammates and just people close to me. I said, hey, I got this situation. Do you want to almost donate? Think of it as like a sponsorship or something. Just told them what was going on. Every single person I asked, $20, $50, $100, 20, they were all in. So and then what somebody encouraged me to do is make a GoFundMe. So instead of, this is where like the broader idea came, just randomly, was instead of making it just for that family, I made it for like any family in Beaver County. I made it for anybody. If whatever money this raises, I didn't know how much I'm going to raise.
Sure.
So I'm thinking at the best like 1,000, 2,000. So I posted that up and just said any sports, boy, girl, Beaver County area, anybody that's struggling, anyone that has a story that needs help to keep playing sports, we got this money set aside, maybe we can help them. That was the idea.